Hey everyone, this is Nick from Mecha Warehouse, and we're back today with weekly update number 38. So, where to begin? Let's roll into week in review, where I talk about what happened last week, this week, all that stuff, and oh man, ton of stuff going on, or I don't know, should have been not a lot of stuff going on, I guess. So last Friday, the goal was to take a little time off, spend some time with the family over the weekend, try to unplug, and to that goal, somewhat achieved, I guess. Could have been better, could have been worse, I suppose. But the whole thing, it just didn't really quite go according to plan. We were trying to go take off Friday to go do something, and we're going to try to leave. I thought relatively early in the day. A bunch of stuff was happening at home, but around midday, pretty close to when we were hoping to leave, I get a call from my FedEx driver letting me know that he's got 8 boxes for me. Whoops. Guess I should have scheduled those or notified FedEx to hold those for the weekend. And I was like, can you just take them back? And he's like, man, they're going to get damaged. And I was like, I don't want damaged stuff. And of course, it's pouring on Friday, really bad rain. He ends up asking one of our neighbors here. So props to Dunbarton Tobacco, I think is their name, down the other end of the building. They held onto them for 30 minutes or so while I rushed over there to grab them. Thankfully, nothing got damaged in the rain, transferring back over to the warehouse here. But that, took an hour and a half, and delayed everything and just added to the chaos and anxiety and confusion on what was going on Friday. Thankfully, we did eventually get out the door. And somewhere in this whole process, I noticed that we had a busier than normal morning going with the restocks. So I had been planning on doing a flash sale. And some of you might have seen we had some posts on social media. I decided to cancel the flash sale before anything went out, was the plan, because I knew it was going to be busy. I knew we weren't packing on Friday, and Orion and I would be slammed come Monday, which we were. So I canceled the sale, except in the chaos of the morning, I forgot to cancel our social media posts. They've all been taken down now, but I woke up Sunday morning, since I didn't have really great connectivity over the weekend, to a bunch of messages asking me and letting me know that the discount code didn't work. I was like, what discount code? Uh-oh, this isn't good. And so apparently that stuff went out, and I missed that. Really frustrated about that. Best thing to wake up to is a mini crisis like that. Thankfully, it was not that bad. I still haven't gotten around to it yet because we've been so slammed this week, and I'm shooting this early. It's Wednesday afternoon because Santana's on vacation this week, and I wanted to send her the files so she could edit remotely today for this video. And so long story short, I plan on taking anybody who ordered items that were supposed to be on sale, if the sale had happened in that window, I'm going to go through and discount those people's orders for those items, kind of as an apology for anybody who thought that they were following the sale and didn't get it. Maybe people realized they didn't, I don't know. But we will probably have a flash sale, so check down in the description, because I'll put all the details down there. It's only gonna be like a 4-hour sale, so by the time you're watching this, the sale's probably in effect already. It might have already been in effect for a little while, so jump on that. It's mostly items that we've had in stock either a while or have a lot of, more than we think we need, trying to get some of that cash back out and ready for the next set of orders and the next new stuff that we're going to bring in, and all that stuff. But we did have a crazy weekend. You'll probably noticed, if you were watching last week, the Nobel Gundam, we sold out really fast. By like midday, they were sold out. I think they might have been sold out before our email went out, which is crazy. We've got 72 more in. I'll talk about it more in the restocks section for this week's video, but we do have more coming in. So if you missed them, that's good news. And then that led to all this the Delphi restock, all the Nobels that were going out, Ground Gundam and Sandrock were really popular too. We took us until about midday today, Wednesday, when I'm shooting this, to get caught up on packing orders. So we are all caught up now. That's probably the longest delay between when people have placed orders and they've gone out since we've opened, maybe, and hopefully it won't happen again. And I think one of the lessons learned from all this stuff is if I want to go on vacation, I need to hire enough people and train them to the point where they can just run the shop while I'm gone, because it's really stressful as a business owner to try to get away. Maybe I'll get better at figuring that out, hopefully, so I can actually take a real long vacation someday again. Two other things going on this week, though, or that happened this week. As I'm shooting this, I'm waiting for some checking and some work from Kate on it, but we're placing our big restock order, reproductions order for October, November, and December of this year. And it's been crazy. So much stuff potentially being manufactured. So much stuff in past orders hasn't been shipped. So we're trying to play the game to figure out how much to order of everything. And rather than wing it like I have in the past, we actually spent some significant amount of time. Kate made a heroic effort yesterday to go through everything that we've had in stock before and figure out how many we got in, how fast they sold, so we can kind of make estimates for, how many do we need to buy if we want them to last 6 months or a year, that kind of stuff. And so as a result, this is going to be the largest order we've ever placed with any supplier, any vendor ever. In fact, the size of this order, just for size scale reference, is larger than how much we did in gross sales in 2020. So it's scary as all get out. I know that a lot of that stuff won't be fulfilled, either because they'll knock our numbers down, because they just can't fulfill enough, or items that they're going to just remove from the list altogether. So I'm nervous about it, mostly just because I don't know how much I'll get. And if they give me a lot more than I expect, we'll have some fun trying to figure out how to pay for it. But I'm sure we won't have too much trouble. We'll figure it out. And finally, on Monday this week, we opened up pre-orders on our website for the first time ever. So we now have a pre-order section. I will also put that down in the link below. And these are pre-orders for Bandai products for the July, August, September production cycles, and real grade new. And I guess this technically might constitute the pre-order section at this point. So maybe we'll have put pre-order up on the screen like we had planned this out very well. Real grade high new Gundam, which should be really popular. What else? 30-minute Sisters, which I think will be kind of popular. That's Bandai's answer to Megami devices and frame arms girls and all that kind of stuff. Super customizable with 30-minute missions, accessories, and parts. What else? There's some other good stuff in there. Maybe we'll post a list up here or post some pictures and all that. So yeah, that's pre-orders. So let's move on. Let's talk about restocks. So restocks, we don't have a ton this week. I've basically got them all right here. So let's go through them. First up, we've got a Flame Toys. This was a limited edition kit, I think, or an event exclusive that I was able to get my hands on. It's Bug Bite, which it looks basically like a recolor of the Flame Toys Bumblebee. It might be a little bit different shape, but it looks basically like Bumblebee with new colors, maybe some different accessories. I mentioned it earlier in the video, the high-grade Nobel Gundam. We sold out of these last week really fast. We've got more. I ordered more and got more than we had last week. I still think they're going to go pretty fast, so if you want one, I would dive on that fast. Sometimes my predictions on this isn't the best on what's going to go fast. These super popular, and based on how fast they went last week and how many people were commenting about not being able to get them, I bet they will go quickly again. We got a couple high-grade Build Fighters kits, the Gundam Amazing Exia, as well as the Wing Gundam Zero Hano. So both of those, we had the Hano maybe a year and a half ago last, and I haven't seen the Amazing Exia yet. in stock here, so that's kind of cool. We've also got 3 different SD World Gundam Heroes kits. This is the Wukong Impulse Gundam. We've got the Nobunaga Gundam Epion. It's upside down. And the Sergeant Verde Buster Gundam. So 3 more cool kits if you're in SD kits, if you've been watching that new SD show, that's kind of cool. And then another one that we've recently had, the MG Freedom Gundam 2.0. We, I think, as of when I'm shooting this, have a few in stock, but they were really close to selling out, so I grabbed a whole bunch more. Probably won't be able to get more for a while after this batch, but I'm excited to have some more of them. So if you missed it, now's your chance. So that's it for Restocks, and let's move on to Q&A. So I got a few good questions this week. First one is from Leath1. I feel like you have answered this before, but you think that in the near future you will start carrying model ships, planes, and vehicles. The answer to that is no, at least if you're calling it near future. Who knows what 2 or 3 years from now holds, but I'm really focused on mecha models and moving into maybe sci-fi and stuff like that, but I doubt that we're going to carry the traditional tanks and planes and cars and that kind of stuff. Maybe eventually. In the short term, probably not, because of what we're focused on, and there's some crossover in audience, but not a ton, so it's a whole different group to market to, and it's just something that I don't think is the best strategy moving forward for now. Next question, Werebear76. Any plans to do a full warehouse tour? It's a great question, and the answer is yes. We'll probably be shooting it on maybe Monday, Tuesday, sometime early this coming week when Santana gets back, among other things. We'll be shooting hopefully a bunch of stuff soon. Next question, Roy Mustang asks, do seasoned builders such as yourself ever make major mistakes while working on a build, such as cutting or damaging a critical component of a model? And the answer to that is yes. I think we all do. Hopefully we do it less as time goes on. But I think, I'm trying to think of the last one that I've made a major mistake on. I mean, I guess none of my mistakes have been that major in the grand scheme of things since I started, but we all, cut off that nub that we weren't supposed to cut off and things like that affect stuff. The biggest one, I think I broke an important piece to hold a beam saber on the PG GP01 I did during the charity live stream I did. Albeit I was, probably like 16 hours in and probably very tired, but we do all make mistakes, I think, especially if we start feeling like we can move faster than we really can. Next question, Dennis D. Hey Nick, will you ever carry Gatchapon Gundam in the future or offer it at checkout as a bonus blind bag prize on top for spending a certain amount as an additional purchase? I don't know about that second part, but I could totally see carrying that stuff. I would love to, and it's just a matter of figuring out supply and getting more stuff in. We've been trying to carry more and more stuff, and as a result, my time is feeling more and more split between trying to place orders. The amount of stuff that I need to do is increasing tremendously, and so a lot of that's just a matter of time, whether that be me having the time or finding a way to offload some of that stuff. And I think that is all I've got for questions this week. So maybe a shorter video this week, I'm not sure. We'll see what happens when Santana edits it. But at any rate, thank you all for watching. Really appreciate it. Have a good one, and see you next time. Later.